What's up guys, MUSTAFI here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to your daily dose of transfer gossip. Today is Monday, the start of a brand new week and the date is August the 29th. And deadline day is still rapidly approaching, but between now and then, we still got a lot to cover guys. So before we get any further, as always, if you enjoyed this video, smash the like button. 1,000 followers likes would be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content and in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on today's rumours and let me know what rumours I should do in the next episode. And finally, if you're looking to stock up on some FIFA points for FIFA 17 or just buy some games in general, make sure to go check out g2a.com in the description below and use GC3 for a discount. And there's one thing I really quickly want to mention just before we get started into the video. So that is going to be some people saying, Ross, what will you upload when the transfers are done? Basically, after the 1st of September, the FIFA 17 news and like card ratings and stuff, they all start coming out. So the FIFA 17 hype starts when the transfers end. And for FIFA 17, I aim to get the best possible content out for you guys every single day, and it will be double uploads. And there'll also be one transfer video per week covering all the best rumours, because after deadline day, between now and the start of January, there's always a lot of rumours going about. So if you have any more questions about it, let me know down below in the comments guys. So first up today in the confirmed transfers, we've got Daryl Murphy going to Newcastle United. He has joined them from Ipswich Town for £3 million, rising to £4 million. And it was announced yesterday, or on Saturday now, Mick McCarthy said he put in a transfer request. And they got that done very, very quickly. And I imagine, like I said yesterday, he'll probably be a backup player, but not a bad option off the bench, like kind of like a target man you can go to instead of Dwight Gale. Now we move on to another player going to Newcastle, Lazar. They've been so busy this summer getting some really top quality players for a championship team now, looking to get straight back up to the Premier League. But he's joined them from Palermo in the Serie A for £2.98 million. And I believe he's a left back now, by the way, not a left midfielder like his card does say, but obviously can play there. Now we go on to Giuseppe Rossi, formerly of Manchester United, going on loan to Celta Vigo. That is from Fiorentina in Italy on a loan deal for this season, and in fact he has played in Spain a lot. Last season was on loan to Levante, and before that played for the likes of Villarreal. Then we go on to Simon Zaza, completing a switch to West Ham. So of course it's from Juventus, but they've had to pay £5 million to get him on a loan deal for this season, and it has an option to buy at the end of it for £20 million. And I believe they have to pay that if he makes a pre-agreed number of appearances for the club. So overall he could cost them £25 million, but in this market, 25 mil nowadays, it's not all that much. And if they now sell Enner Valencia to Aston Villa, they'll probably get half that fee back anyway. Then we go on to Bas Dost, completing a switch to Sporting in Portugal. That is from Wolfsburg for £8.5 million. And in fact, this one has quite a big impact on a rumour that features in this episode, but that'll be mentioned later. Then we go on to a player non-ultimate team, Oliver Burke, going to Red Bull Leipzig in the Bundesliga. That is from Nottingham Forest in the Championship for £13 million, rising potentially up to 15. It also has a sell-on clause in his contract as well. So he was recently, up to yesterday, linked to the likes of Arsenal, Liverpool and Bayern Munich. But this transfer has caused a massive uproar in regards to the fans turning completely now on the owners and also some players on Twitter. Henry Lansbury, formerly of Arsenal, and I think it's Asim Bolonga, they've both been tweeting about it and stuff, and Burke said himself he's surprised, but he also understands because of the fee. I've not seen anything of him, but apparently he's absolutely incredible and had a great start to the season. So Forest fans absolutely fuming. It's understandable why. He wasn't the only player Leipzig signed yesterday. Another player non-ultimate team is Bernardo, going to Leipzig from Red Bull Salzburg for £3.4 million. And finally we go on to João Mario, completing a switch to Inter Milan from Sporting for £38 million. They did tweet out about 3 days ago now saying that João Mario and Gabigol were both signing. Gabigol has not been announced as of yet, but João Mario now officially has. And I believe he'll be wearing the number 6 for the club. Now we're going to potential deals, and first up is Mustafi. This could go into the confirmed section. So Mustafi has now officially had his first interview as an Arsenal player, but he's not been announced yet. Apparently he won't be announced though until Tuesday. In the interview he did say it was a very easy choice to join Arsenal following a conversation with Mesut Ozil. So Ozil is not only assisting them on the pitch, but also off it in regards to transfers. Apparently, it's a 5-year contract, and again, announcement on Tuesday because of the bank holiday on Monday. There hasn't been any more update regarding Lucas Perez, but I imagine again he'll be announced on Tuesday as well. So both players fully done. It's taken them quite a while to get it done, but they will be announced before deadline day. And they'll both be available for Arsenal's first game back from the international break against Southampton. Next up is James McCarthy of Everton, linked to Crystal Palace today, according to the Daily Mirror. So the article reads that Crystal Palace are hopeful of signing Everton midfielder James McCarthy before the end of the transfer window, although the Toffees want £20 million for the Republic of Ireland international. international. It does look like he'll definitely be leaving, and he has been rumoured to be going to Celtic, but I imagine £20 million, that does price him out. And it does seem that Pardew really wants to get some business done, because right now, I think he's had 2 wins in the whole of 2016 with Palace, which is absolutely shocking. If they keep that up, they may be relegation candidates for the end of the season. Next up, we go on to Mario Balotelli linked to Palermo. Palermo will give out-of-favour Liverpool striker Mario Balotelli 24 hours to decide if he wants to join the Serie A club, according to Gazzetta dello Sport. However, the move is in doubt, with Palermo only available to offer the player who spent last season on loan at AC Milan a deal worth €700,000 a season. And Balotelli currently earns €5.8 million a campaign at Anfield, so I mean, that's a massive, massive drop. I know he needs to drop his wages slightly to get a move, but that much, I'm pretty sure he'd rather stay and rot in the reserves. They also mention how Crystal Palace, West Brom and Everton are also interested in his services, but he won't be a starter at either of them clubs. He's been linked to FC Sion and Nice as well, so there's so many teams after him, but the wages, it's a massive stumbling block. I think worst case scenario, he may even be released by the club, where the club then pay off his contract to him. So yeah, I don't think Balotelli will remain at Liverpool. We'll have to wait and see who he goes to. Now we go on to Christian Atsu of Chelsea linked to Newcastle. Newcastle are close to agreeing a loan deal for Chelsea winger Christian Atsu. Sky sources understand the Magpies will take their 24-year-old Ghanaian international on a temporary basis, with the option of a permanent deal currently under discussion. He's been loaned out so much since joining Chelsea from FC Porto to likes of Vitesse, as Malaga, also Bournemouth last season. It seems like a completely pointless signing by Chelsea back in the day, still currently owned by them, but Newcastle, they're not done yet. And if you add Atsu into their current squad, it's looking unreal on paper for a championship team, and definitely should be getting promotion in first place. Now we go on to Ravel Morrison of Lazio, apparently available for transfer. Lazio have put playmaker Ravel Morrison up for sale, according to Gazzetta dello Sport. The 23-year-old former Manchester United and West Ham midfielder was omitted from Lazio's squad for Saturday's Serie A clash against Juventus. Morrison is officially on the market. That's what the Lazio coach Simone Inzaghi has said. We're looking for a destination for him with agreement of the club. We are talking of a big quality player, but we are complete in the midfield. Next up is a Newcastle player linked with a move away this time, so not a player coming in. That is Çek Tiote. His proposed move out of Newcastle looks to be a step closer after he was pictured in Turkey yesterday. The Ivory Coast international was snapped in Istanbul ahead of a proposed move to Galatasaray. The 30-year-old centre defensive midfielder hasn't featured at all under the Magpies boss Rafa Benitez this season. A move away from Newcastle for Tiote has kind of been like inevitable recently. He's been linked to likes of China and multiple other clubs. It's not been a massive fee and hasn't really been too great for the last couple of seasons. Now we go on to Mathieu Flamini of Arsenal linked to Roma. Tuto Mercato has said that Roma and Torino are both interested in the signed midfielder Mathieu Flamini. The Frenchman is currently a free agent after being released by Arsenal at the end of last season. Flamini, who is 32 years old, is currently training with the Gunners and is understood to be keen to return to Italy this season, having already played for Milan between 2008 and 2013. He's also linked to a move to Rizespor in Turkey, so I'm not sure where he'll actually end up. Now we move on to Nasser Chadli. West Brom have agreed a club record fee for him, and that fee is £13 million, 1-3, and the Magpies boss Tony Pulis has made it clear that he wants to add to his squad before the transfer window closes on Wednesday night. And Chadli appears to have fallen out of favour at White Hart Lane very recently. The 27-year-old Belgian international has been a regular squad member of Spurs since arriving in the summer of 2013, but he has not even been named on the bench for any of the Premier League games so far this season, and that's kind of a big indication he's going to leave. And to be fair, last season I'm pretty sure he chipped in with a decent amount of goals, and for West Brom could be absolutely fantastic, especially being like the supplier to Rondon. But they could potentially lose Berahino as well, so again we'll have to wait and see. Next up, we've got Marcos Alonso, again linked to Chelsea. According to Market in Spain, Chelsea is set to complete a move for Fiorentina defender Marcos Alonso, with the Blues set to pay €25 million for the left-back. And that's a lot more than I initially thought it'd be. Obviously, previously played for Bolton and Sunderland, like I mentioned yesterday. I imagine he's doing very well for Fiorentina, hence the big fee. But again, it's slightly surprising. But I suppose if they sell Baba Rama next season on a permanent basis, or potentially in January, they could get most of that fee back anyway. Now we got on to Loic Remy going to Crystal Palace. According to Sky Sports, Loic Remy is on the verge of signing for Crystal Palace on a season-long loan. The 29-year-old is yet to feature for Chelsea this season, with his chances of playing time further limited by the signing of Michy Batshuayi. The Eagles are in desperate need of reinforcements up top, having scored just 1 goal in the first 3 Premier League games. They spent a lot of money on Christian Benteke, also brought in Andros Townsend to provide for him as well, but I mean, Loic Remy, him and Benteke could work very well. In fact, he's not featured for Chelsea since April, and he has also worked for Alan Pardew before at Newcastle, where he got 14 goals in 24 Premier League starts, so not bad at all, and could be reforming their partnership again. Now we've gone to Kurt Zouma, linked for a move away from Chelsea to Schalke. According to Gianluca Di Marzio, Schalke are keen to add defensive reinforcements to their squad and want to take Chelsea youngster Kurt Zouma on loan before the end of the transfer window. He's recently come back from a very horrible injury, so maybe loaned out to get some potential fitness, but I wouldn't loan him out because he's got so much ability. And there was an article today saying that Zouma and Cesc Fabregas are both going to be sold or loaned out by Conte. And now a very brief one regarding Yevgen Konoplyanka, who the other day was linked to a move to Russia. And now, just like Kurt Zouma, is linked to a move to the Bundesliga, in particular FC Schalke. So I'm not gonna lie, this article itself is in Ukrainian, and I don't speak a word of it. And apparently Google Translate doesn't either, which is really strange. But basically, some guy on Twitter who's verified did say that Konoplyanka is set to join Schalke from Sevilla, and now he is having talks with Schalke, and he flew into Germany yesterday. Schalke need a winger, and they've got a lot of money available because they got a massive fee for Sané going to City. So Konoplyanka, not a bad replacement whatsoever. They're also interested in Serge Gnabry from Arsenal. The Bundesliga club sporting director Christian Heidel is quoted as saying, "All Bundesliga clubs except Bayern Munich are all looking at him." Sky Sports understand that Arsene Wenger will only consider letting the 21-year-old leave on a loan deal because Gnabry is part of his long-term plans at the Emirates Stadium. And that is off the back of a very impressive Olympic Games for Gnabry, where he got a silver medal with Germany, but also had some outstanding personal performances. And next up is Cesc Fabregas denying he's fallen out with new Chelsea boss Antonio Conte. He's also denied that he's been told he can leave the club by the Italian. He's not started any of Chelsea's opening 3 Premier League games so far under Conte, and that's where the rumours have started. He put a tweet out saying, "Contrary to what has been written, the manager and I have a good relationship and he has never told me that I can leave. He said that he counts on me as I count on him. I'll continue to fight for this club until the very end, and when called upon, I'll always give my very best. I'm fully committed to Chelsea, and my only goal is to help them win football matches," which they have done without him, winning the opening 3 Premier League fixtures. Now we go on to Gabbiadini linked to Everton. Everton are still in negotiations with Napoli for Manlo Gabbiadini, according to Sky Italia. It's understood that Napoli want £25 million for the 24-year-old, who's been capped 6 times by Italy. Napoli coach Maurizio Sarri wants the player to stay, but is happy to leave the final decision with him. And it's not the first time he's been linked to a Premier League move. Now we go on to Juan Manuel Iturbe, who was at Bournemouth last season and currently at Roma, linked to Lyon. Iturbe could be set for yet another departure from Roma, according to Gazzetta dello Sport. The Argentine, who spent 6 months on loan at Bournemouth last season, is reportedly attracting interest from Lyon. Gazzetta claimed that Iturbe has failed to convince the coach Luciano Spalletti and could now face the Estadio Olimpico exit door once again. And now on to Gökhan Inler. According to Sky sources, they have revealed that Inler looks set to leave the King Power Stadium this summer. Leicester have had approaches from both Lyon and also Besiktas for the Swiss midfielder, who hasn't played in the Premier League since December. So over 9 months without a Premier League game for him. So the manager, Claudio Ranieri, has told Inler he can leave the club if the right offer comes in. So from Inler potentially leaving Leicester, we've got Islam Slimani potentially going to Leicester. Leicester are in advanced negotiations with Sporting over a possible club record transfer of striker Slimani. That's according to essentially every single reliable source in the UK. And the reason this could definitely happen is that Sporting, they bought in Bastos yesterday, meaning Slimani, they've kind of replaced him technically already. He actually played for Sporting yesterday against FC Porto, where I believe he also scored a goal in their 2-1 victory. At this moment, Sporting and Leicester are both some distance away in terms of a transfer fee. Sporting are demanding a payment of around £34 million, but that is more than Leicester are willing to pay. Leicester apparently want to pay £25 million for him, so they could kind of meet halfway just about around 30. West Bromwich Albion are monitoring the situation and may yet put forward their own bid. But if he does go to Leicester, that hyperlink with Mahrez next year on FIFA 17 could be absolutely filthy. Now finally today we go on to James Rodriguez linked to Chelsea. According to the Daily Mirror, Real Madrid president Florentino Perez has rejected Chelsea's loan offer for James Rodriguez as they prefer to sell the Colombian on a permanent deal. Now personally, I think James will be staying at Madrid this summer, but next summer I think he may leave. That's assuming he doesn't get back in the team and Madrid, they may cash in on him. So there we have it guys, there's all today's potential transfers as well as all the confirmed stuff at the very beginning. So as always, if you enjoyed this video, smash the like button. 1,000 fire likes would be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content, and in the comments below, let me know your thoughts on today's rumours and let me know what rumours I should do in the next episode. Remember, if you're looking to stock up for FIFA 17 or buy yourself some games and stuff, check out g2a.com in the description below. Use GC3 for a discount, guys. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.